You mentioned Star Trek. That's Vic doing something that he loves. And so, if you guys haven't seen this, has anyone heard of Star Trek Continues?
Yeah.
How many people have no idea what Star Trek Continues is? Out of those people, that's cool. Out of those people, how many people are fans of the original series? Okay, keep your hands up. And you still don't know what Star Trek Continues is? Excellent. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to educate you! Okay, so Star Trek, so Vic, what he decided, he's a huge fan of the original series. He loves, Captain Kirk is like a papa figure for him. He loves William Shatner. He loves Captain Kirk. He's actually friends with him now, good buddies, and that is actually pretty cool. To really idolize someone for decades and then finally be a peer with them is a really cool thing. He wanted to create a Star Trek web series. But most of the ones that are out there, people have a lot of passion for it, but they don't have all of the skill levels to really pull it off. And so they're fan productions, and ours is a fan production. But we like to think that we bring something just a little bit extra pepper. And so what we do is we hire professional crews. We have a huge warehouse. We have the largest reproduction of the original series sets in the world in a 10,000 square foot facility. We have just released our 3rd episode. For those of you that are fans of the original series, the original Scotty, his son, Chris Doohan, is our Scotty. And if you guys are fans of Mythbusters, we have Grant Imahara as our Sulu. He's pretty cool. Vic is Captain Kirk. I'm Spock, actually. And our ship design is by Doug Drexler, who's an Academy Award-winning special effects supervisor. My ears were done by Kevin Haney, who's an Academy Award-winning makeup artist. They took a mold of my ears and it was really gross. They poured this goop in there and they pulled it off my ears. And so it's really, really amazing. We get professional crews from all over the U.S. and we build these massive sets. For our 1st episode, for those of you that are fans of the original series, Mike Forrest, he played Apollo in the original series in an episode called Who Mourns for Adonis. He retired. He's in his 80s now. He came out of retirement and reprised his role for our 1st episode. And so 45 years later, he's playing his original Star Trek role. That was pretty cool. We had Marina Sirtis, who's Counselor Troy, as the voice of our computer. In our 2nd episode, Lou Ferrigno, who was the Hulk, has not been green for like 40 years. We got him green again. And he's in our 2nd episode. So we got Lou Ferrigno in there. We had a wonderful actress named Fiona Vroom, who plays our Orion slave girl. And I really have to mention her because she originally wasn't cast for this role, and she's kind of the lead in this episode. And she came in on short notice. The actress that we were going to have had to drop. And like in a week and a half, she got together, she made it happen, and she came to shoot with us. We shoot for 10 days in Georgia, right outside of Jacksonville, Florida. It's like 30 minutes outside of there. We fly into Jacksonville and go to our warehouse, our studio set up. And she was green, completely green. That took 4 hours of makeup for her every single day. And to get it off, it's just not like a little
hand sanitizer.
No, it's like scrub with a cheese grater to get that stuff on. Because it has to look good on camera. What I'll do is I'll show you a little bit here. And the sound is kind of funky in this room, but I'll show you kind of some stills and things of what it looks like. We just released our 3rd episode. Michael Dorn, who's Worf, is the voice of the computer this time for this episode. What we did originally was for the whole series, is we recreated the last couple of minutes of the last episode of the original series, shot for shot. So at the end of that episode, what happens is Kirk, Scotty, and Spock get into the turbo lift, the doors close, and that's the end of the show. That's it. We pick it up right from there, and we take it to the end. With this 3rd episode, if you're a fan of the Mirror universe, the Mirror episode, so what happens at the end of that episode is good Kirk gets on the transporter and he goes back to his universe, and that's it. Well, we pick it up like, well, what happens when Mirror Universe Kirk comes back? So we pick it up right there and we continue it. So I had a very extensive makeup process with that, with the goatee and the ears. It took me 4 hours every day. So coming from LA, it's a 3-hour time difference, and I'm going into the studio at 5:30 a.m. every single day. So it's really 2:30 for me. Every day, 4 hours, every single day, for like 10 days, 10 or 11 days. I was very exhausted. So there are not a lot of bloopers of me in this episode because I was consistently in a, not a bad mood. I was in a focused mood. Because also I couldn't eat with this beard on because it was spirit gum down to my face. And the minute I smiled or did any chewing or anything, it would come off. And they'd have to reapply like 4 layers of spirit gum. Because I can't grow a mighty goatee like that. I can't do that. That would take me, even if you said, okay, I'm going to give you 70 years to grow it. It's not happening. So they have to put it on. And so we did that. So just let me see if I have some images here of Spocules. That's what Vic calls me. And so, you're Spocules. And so, let me see if there's, you know what I'll do? I know where I'll take you. Hunky Town. Let me see here. Let me get the internet rocking. Okay. I want to take you Hunky Town. Okay, let's see. Let me go here. Let me call up our page. Let's see. Star Trek. Yeah, do you mind hitting those lights for me, please? Please. Turn off the lights. Oh, that's not it. Aha! Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This is very difficult for me. I need to rearrange this so that I can thank you guys for being in this setting with me with the lights off. Okay. I want this to, wait. I want that to go there. Yes! Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is us. You can see this tiny image. Hold on. You can like us on Facebook, StarTrekContinues.com, all that groovy stuff. So that's Vic with Bill. Bill Shatner. There he is, is Kirk. Looking good. That's the planet Earth. That's where we live. So this is an example of the lighting. The lighting that we've done for the Mirror Universe episode. It's a lot darker. The costumes, the fabric, some of the fabric on these costumes is the original fabric used in the 60s. We found a spool of it. You can't get it anywhere. Our sashes are made from that original fabric. There's a woman in Florida that has that fabric, and it was unbelievable that we were able to find it. Let's see. Oh, there's Chris with Simon Pegg. There's the other Scotty. Our Chris Doohan, our Scotty is the only Scotty the only actor to be in he was in the very first Star Trek motion picture, then he was in both J.J. Abrams films. There's a bigger picture of us. So you know this iconic shot. We recreated that. Let's see. Oh, here's us in the Mirror Universe. So there's Kirk. There's me. So that took a lot of makeup. Here's Lou Ferrigno, all greened up. He loved working on this. Like, every time I see him at a convention, oh man, he has nothing but good things to say about it. So here we are on set shooting. So a lot of times Vic is also directing. So he's pulling double duty on a lot of things. Let's see. Oh, there's our Chekhov. And in our second episode, if you guys are a fan of Star Wars, little Boba Fett is all grown up now, who was in those episodes. He makes a cameo in our second episode. So I would show you some stuff, but I don't think, Haberkorn, we'll get to that. Let's see. So you're just not going to be able to hear it, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, that's not the audio. But you can see some of how it looks. I'm gonna put this on mute. So you guys are gonna have to go check. So we're trying to match the original series as best we can. You can turn the lights back on. Thank you. And so we have great costumers. We've got great production people involved. It's really amazing. So we go down there and we shoot for 10 days and we pop an episode out. It's only been a little over a year since we released our first episode. We've had 3 out. That's unheard of. Unheard of. This last episode we had Wired Magazine. They came down from New York and did a 5-part documentary series on us. You can check that out too. If you go check out wired.com or look them up on YouTube, you can see an extensive view of the sets, how to make a captain's chair, see a little bit more about the crew and everything. While I'm thinking about extracurricular activities, hit those lights one more time, please.